Hello, Mark. I have a two-part question as well. First part is, did you have any mentors for both working as a reporter and as you started out as an entrepreneur?
So as a reporter, so when I worked for the Financial Post originally, I was 24. I'd been a sports reporter for 2 years. Pretty green behind the ears. I could write about junior C hockey and girls high school basketball, but I didn't know anything about business reporting. And there was a guy named Bernard Simon who was a veteran editor and spent a lot of time sort of nurturing and guiding and making my stories sort of look like they were really well written. So that was important. And then, as I mentioned, when I was at Planet Eye, Butch Langlois, the CEO, became a mentor. I don't think he saw himself as a mentor, and maybe at the time I didn't see him as a mentor, but he was somebody who sort of really provided me with a real valuable education in terms of how you run a startup. And maybe it was just his operating style that made me think of him that way. But probably, I would see him as probably a pretty valuable piece along the way.
So let me just ask on that point, how do you best work with mentors?
I think you have to find the right mentor, the one that sort of fits your entrepreneurial needs, your entrepreneurial style, and your personal style. Somebody who can provide both strategic and valuable counsel and context. And the other thing too is if you can find that person, is to listen as much as you talk, and to accept the fact that what they've got on you, despite the fact that you might be really smart, is they've got experience and they've got perspective. And those are two things that you're never going to get without putting in more time. And so if you can glean from those two things, and you can sort of ask the right questions and help and allow yourself to be guided and steered in different directions, then you'll have a successful mentor-mentee relationship.
So ask yourself, allow yourself to be guided, ask the right questions, sort of be open to it.
Right.
That's great. And I think you had a second part?
Yeah, how do you go about finding a qualified candidate to be a mentor in terms of for life or business, entrepreneur, venture side, and so forth?
I mean, I think that you have to be ready to be mentored. I think you have to sort of come to a time where you recognize that you need some guidance and you want somebody to provide you with some sense of where to go and what to do. And then I think it's just a matter of networking, either proactively or sort of doing it, sort of asking people within your network about who might be a good mentor. It's interesting that I think that mentorship and mentoring has become increasingly popular and increasingly attractive to a lot of people who have a lot of experience but want to share it in different ways. And so I think that there's a lot more possibilities these days, and I think it's just a matter of making yourself public and you're interested in a mentor, and I think you'd be surprised by how many people are actually who want to get engaged.
So step one, put yourself out there. Let people know you're looking for a mentor and maybe they'll present themselves.
Right.
And step two, maybe listen more than we talk, as my mother likes to say, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Right.
You should use the ratio.
Yeah, and I think that, I think that, not to say that you'll find a mentor right away, but eventually you'll meet somebody who you may not even recognize that they're a mentor at the time. And the more time you spend with them, and that they'll sort of fall into that role. Maybe you won't even both even realize it. Maybe you'll just be friends, but this friend will be somebody who really provides good counsel and advice. And there you go. It just sort of falls in your lap.